Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving deep into the mind of one of our favorite companions, the house cat. We're going to decode their secret language, all those little sounds and signals, to figure out what they are actually trying to say to us. So let's kick things off with the most iconic cat sound of all, the purr. You hear that little motor start rumbling, and you immediately think, oh, what a happy, content little fuzzball. I mean, that's the universal sign of kitty bliss, isn't it? Well, what if I told you that's only scratching the surface? Because scientific research shows that the purr is way more sophisticated than we give it credit for. It's not just one sound. It's a tool your cat uses to say they're happy, sure, but also that they're hungry or even that they're in pain. And once you know the difference, it changes everything.
All right, let's get into it. We are going to totally crack the code on this one. We're moving past that simple idea of purr equals happy cat and diving into the incredible science of how our cats talk to us.
First off, how do they even make that noise? It's an amazing piece of biology, really. Basically, their brain sends a signal down to the muscles in their voice box, which start twitching super fast. This causes their vocal cords to vibrate. But the truly unique part? They can do it while breathing in and out, which is how they get that continuous hypnotic rumble. And this is where it gets really interesting. Researchers have figured out that not all purrs are the same. In fact, they've pretty much classified them into 3 completely different types. And once you learn to tell them apart, you unlock a whole new level of conversation with your cat. So let's start with the one we all know and love, right? The contentment purr. This is your classic, I am a warm, cozy, happy loaf of bread purr. It is the absolute soundtrack to a perfect nap on your lap. But how can you be sure that's what you're hearing? Well, you've got to look for the other clues. You see, a contentment purr isn't just a sound, it's a full body experience. Their posture is totally loose and relaxed, like a little furry puddle. Their eyes will be soft, maybe half closed, and they might even give you that famous slow blink, which is a sign of ultimate trust. It's basically a cat kiss. And of course, you might get those little paws going, making biscuits on you, a behavior that goes all the way back to when they were a tiny kitten. All right, on to purr number 2. And this is where things get a little, manipulative. This is what we call the solicitation purr. You can think of this as the, ahem, excuse me, human servant, my food bowl appears to have a bottom purr. It's a purr with a very clear mission. And this is just how clever they are. A study in 2009 found that cats sneak a high-frequency cry, one that sounds a lot like a human baby's cry, right inside their normal purr. This sound hits a frequency our brains are literally hardwired to notice and respond to. It's urgent, it's kind of annoying, and it is almost impossible for us to ignore. They have evolved to hack our own parental instincts just to get dinner faster. It's absolutely brilliant. Just like before, the body language gives the game away. This is not a sleepy, relaxed cat. This is an active cat. They're rubbing against your legs, weaving between your feet like a little furry slalom course, and maybe even looking back at you as they lead you towards the kitchen. And the sound itself? It's often more urgent, more insistent. It's definitely less relaxing. They know what they want, and boy, do they know how to ask for it. And now for the third, and honestly the most surprising type of purr, the distress purr. Yep, you heard me right. Cats also purr when they are scared, in pain, or under a ton of stress. It sounds completely backwards, doesn't it? Vets see this all the time. Cats will purr during an exam, right after they've been injured, and even sometimes during the last moments of their life. It's obviously not because they're enjoying it. So what in the world is going on here? Why waste precious energy purring when you're in trouble? And the body language here is a complete 180 from that happy, content cat. A cat purring from distress will be tense, maybe hunched over. Their ears might be flattened out to the sides, airplane ears. Their pupils could be wide open and black. They might be trying to make themselves small and hide. When you see that combination, a purr paired with clear signs of fear, it's a signal that this purr isn't about happiness at all. It's about something else entirely. Because the answer to that question reveals the purr's secret superpower. It turns out it's not just a communication tool. Scientists now believe it's a built-in self-healing mechanism. So, a domestic cat's purr vibrates at a frequency somewhere between 25 and 150 hertz. Now, that probably just sounds like a random number, right? But it's not. That specific frequency range is hugely important in medicine. Get this. Vibrations in that exact same range have been shown to help promote bone density and repair muscles in human therapy.
So when a cat is hurt or scared, purring is a really low-energy way for them to basically self-soothe and kickstart their own healing process from the inside out. It's like their own personal therapeutic superpower. It is absolutely mind-blowing. And the crazy thing is, the benefits don't even stop with the cat. Just being around that purr can have real, measurable therapeutic effects on us. Studies show it can lower our blood pressure, reduce levels of cortisol, that's the stress hormone, and it can even trigger the release of oxytocin, which people call the love hormone. So that calm, happy feeling you get when a cat is purring on your chest, that's not just in your head, it's actual biology at work.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap to lock all this in. You've got the contentment purr, which means I'm happy, and you'll see those slow blinks and kneading paws. Then there's the solicitation purr, which is I want something, now. And that comes with rubbing and leading you around. And finally, the distress purr, which means I'm scared or hurt, and that's paired with a hunched posture and flat ears. It's all about reading the context.
Now that we've totally cracked the code of the purr, let's zoom out a bit, because the purr is just one single word in a cat's massive dictionary. To really get fluent in cat, you have to look at the whole picture.
I mean, just take the tail, for example. It's like a real-time emotional antenna. If that tail is straight up in the air, maybe with a little friendly hook at the tip, that's a confident, happy cat saying hello. But a tail that's tucked down tight between the legs, that signals fear and submission. It's one simple sign that gives you an instant read on their mood from all the way across the room.
And here's one more amazing fact for you. That classic meow your cat gives you, that's a language they basically invented just for us. Adult cats almost never meow at each other, but over thousands of years of living with humans, they learned that this specific sound is incredibly effective at getting our attention. It's a private language just between our two species.
So the big takeaway from all this is simple. Cats are not these aloof, mysterious creatures we can't understand. They are broadcasting how they feel and what they want all the time, 24/7. We just have to learn how to tune in to the right frequency.
By paying a little more attention to the kind of purr, the flick of their tail, or the look in their eyes, you can build a much deeper, more amazing connection with them. Your cat is talking. The only question is, are you ready to listen?